Assuming you've looked at footage from the game Tuesday night, what did you learn that you didn't know, like, right after the game, if anything?
I mean, going into the game, I think we knew pretty much everything. I said it earlier in the week that their record doesn't reflect how good of a team they are. I think going into the game they were 1-7, but in the last three MAC games they had lost. They had lost their last three MAC games by a combined points or combined total of like 11 points. So, I mean, that just shows that they're, no matter what, they're still a good team. We knew that going into it. Where they're a lot better than we hoped they would be. But you know, we didn't play well in the first half. You know, I blame that on me. I couldn't make a pass in the first half. I was turning the ball over. But in the second half, I think all three phases of the game, we finally kind of came alive, and we started playing Miami football, and we made it a close one. We almost pulled the comeback off, but it just came up a little bit short.
Did they do anything defensively that you guys didn't see on film going into the game, I guess?
No, they played their defense. I know that they had a couple extra days to prepare for us with like the mini bye week, just from transitioning from Saturday games to midweek games. But you know, they came out, they played their defense. They stuck to their guns, and we knew what they were doing. We just didn't capitalize when we needed to, and we just came up a little bit short at the end of the day.
Did anything scheme-wise change in the second half after being down 28-0?
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt about that. The game plan was to, run the ball, throw the ball about, even amount. But, getting down, 28-0, at that point there's just not a lot of time in the game for us to run the ball and keep the clock moving. So we kind of had to transition and do, a passing offense on pretty much all downs. We were going for it on pretty much every fourth down, just to try and get back into the game, and we did. We scored a ton of points in the last 15 minutes of the game to make it close, but this just wasn't enough time. Being down 28-0. So.
How are you feeling physically? You've had some issues this year, obviously. How are you at this point after going through a couple of games?
Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. I mean, obviously a little sore from the game, but that's just playing football. That's just the nature of the sport. But earlier in the year I was banged up, but I've been feeling a lot better, and I keep progressing. I keep getting better. So, hopefully we can keep that going.
Tough loss is always any time against Ohio, Brett. But you're getting ready for Buffalo now, Tuesday night, 7 o'clock here. Despite the loss, everything is still right in front of you guys as far as the MAC race is concerned. And talk about the team mentality and returning back from Athens, trying to get ready for this week, knowing that, hey, there's everything to play for still.
Yeah, no, that was definitely a devastating loss. Super frustrating. We watched a film. We did some things poorly. We did some things well. At the end of the day, we watched it. We learned from it. We corrected our mistakes. So we've moved on. We're on to Buffalo. And the good part about it is, if we win from here on out, we still control our own destiny. So, if we take care of business the next 3 weeks, and we can still go to, where we want to go and accomplish the goals we want to accomplish. But, I think the team mentality is the same. It was one loss, and it's football. You compete. You can either win or you lose. So I think everybody was a little frustrated that after that game. But I think everybody's kind of bounced back, and we're ready to take on this new challenge against Buffalo.
Tell me about your relationship with Jack Sorensen on the football field, because they double team him all night long, and you still find him for a record 14 times. There in the second half, 2 long plays that you're on a scramble, you're communicating with him, he's communicating with you. That takes a while to build, and you guys seem to have it all going on.
Yeah, I mean, I've been playing with Jack for 3 years now. He's a 6-year guy, so he's been playing football a long time. He understands the sport, and he's just one of those savvy vets. Like he really understands how to play the wide receiver position, and he did a phenomenal job all night. But not to mention, like, I know Jack, had a record, breaking game. We threw the ball a ton, but like so many other guys chipped in as well. I know Jalen Walker caught a touchdown, Mac Hippenhammer caught 2, Jack caught 2, tight ends were chipping in, running backs were running the ball and receiving the ball well. So it was just a whole team effort. But yeah, Jack definitely played well. I mean, the stats, they show that. He set a record for, I think, receiving yards in the game as well. So, he's a great dude. I can't wait to see what's next for these next 3 weeks. So I'm excited.
What are you guys taking away from last year's Buffalo loss?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't actually play in that game last year, but they're a really well coached team. They got really good players. They're always going to be a solid team no matter what. So they're never out of it. But just from what I've seen on film, they play really hard. They do their job. They do what they're supposed to do. But I think it's going to be a really tough game. They're a really solid team. So I'm really excited for it.